We are live with Scott, and to stage left or stage right, I don't know, is Ryan. But he can come into camera if he wants. I don't know if we want him to because he's been out sweating as he has been cleaning, or he has been cutting some stuff for us, some wood for some more racks. Bear with me a second.
Inhaling all the wood chips.
All the wood stuff.
Dudes.
All right, so we have here some things from Cloudhammer and also from whatever this is here, Phoenix Arms. And so we will be unboxing when a few more people come on. Hey, Matthew Kerr in the house. Michael Snyder. I definitely said I named you as our sword friend who pointed out that video, which I had totally forgot about it. Hello, DJ. Long time no see. Let's see. So let's go ahead and start with this one here. The Dragon Spring. So this one is, or not Dragon Spring. This is a Phoenix Arms, and we've had it actually for a while. It was just in storage, and I forgot about it until I found it today. And people have been asking about it, so we are, I guess, re-unboxing it. We have 4 more of these on hand. So it is a Yamato Odachi. This is the longer version.
Is this the 1095?
This is the clay tempered one. So
Really nice.
you can see as a Hamon. We sold out of these, we thought we sold out of them a couple weeks ago. And then people have been asking about it. And you can see here it has a beautiful Hamon line.
What's the price of these?
This one I believe is $450
That's right.
because it's long and high fail rate. When you have Hamon line like that, you end up being with very high fail rates. So we could go put a price tag on that, and you can just put it on the back rack for now. Oh gosh, my ears. And then we will price tag that and put it back on the shelf, on the stands. All right, so moving on. These are Cloudhammers. We got 1 box. We're supposed to get 2 boxes of Cloudhammers. We only got 1. And I'm not even 100% sure what these are or what steel they are. I believe they are 80 CRV2, but I could be wrong. But it's big and long. Just like, hey, James Wilding. Just like James Wilding. All right, here we go. Let's see what's in this baby.
That's a cool Tsuba.
This is a cool tuba. Check this tuba out. So this is, so
Like
here,
a lunar surface.
yes. So here is just like a teenager's face. So anyway.
That'd be like 38 millimeters.
Oh, okay. So this is SX105V, I believe.
Oh my god.
Is it clay tempered?
Yes.
Oh, so this is clay tempered SX105V. These are the monster wides, but clay tempered.
Brandon Burkett, if you're watching.
Brandon Burkett already has one. So, yeah, Brandon Burkett, I believe, got a Choji Hamon, in
Oh my
fact.
god, look at the
This is a
Hamon
Sugaha
one.
Hamon. This is like super wide. Here, I'll take it because it's going to be easier for me to, where it won't focus in on your
Got some
face.
heft to it, yeah. That's nice.
This is a massive sword. Look at the size of the habaki. You want to grab a regular sword and you guys can hold it next to each other so we can just see how big of a sword this is. It looks like they did a 3-color polish on this, so really beautifully done. Let's hold this, let's see, side by side next to, you just see the difference in size. You can go ahead and take the condom off of that one. That condom already broke, so that sword is impregnating a saya somewhere. Let's see. Man, I hope there are no young people on this. So here we are. This is, I don't know what we're going to call this one. You guys have suggestions for one which is the lunar surface?
Acme
go.
Blade of Death.
Acme Blade of Death. It's monster. Monster sword there. Monster!
What's that? I kind of want one too.
Well, keep on looking. I mean, I think we have more models of this coming. I think. I don't actually remember what's there. Is that the sword Michonne had in Walking Dead? No, Angie, but we do have that sword. When you come back and you go bring the Michonne, a version of Michonne sword, we do have Michonne sword. Moon Goddess. I like that purple door.
Oh, that's a good name.
That's a good name.
Goddess.
Moon Goddess.
Good suggestion.
How much for Katana? We start at $80 and go way into the thousands. Lunar Eclipse. I like that too.
Oh, Eclipse.
Eclipse. We already have one called the Dark Eclipse. I was a claim adjuster working for martial arts. So here's the Michonne. This is the S5 Michonne. S5 low molybdenum Michonne. So yes, we do have Michonne swords. Need a deep sorting moon theme called Mikazuki. Trevor, I don't know about. I think if we get something like that, we would want a sword that was very much like the actual Mikazuki. You know what I'm
Is that
saying?
Trevor Payne?
It's Trevor Payne in the house.
Slow down. Slow your roll, Trevor.
Slow your roll, Trevor. You heard it right from the man.
Look at that. This furniture is nice. Wow, it's like
It is really nice. Really seriously looking for solid, pure silver weaponry. We don't do that. We're not in the business of taking down vampires and werewolves. So check out the Tsuba on this one. So this is interesting because these fittings are coming from a company in Tianjin. The ones that we just showed are going to be about 1,000, give or take. I need to double check and see what our price
All
was.
of these Tsuba are freaking awesome.
Yeah, these tsuba. So what it is that these tsuba are basically new.
All the
These are all.
like everything.
They're coming from a company in Tianjin, so not in Longchuan. So a lot of the Longchuan companies are actually acquiring these tsuba. And was that one clay temper too, the one we just had out?
Yeah, so far they all have been.
The polish is stunning on these. So yet another one of these big boys.
I like this.
Check out the tsuba on that. It's a really pretty tsuba. Hey John, it's your Panera buddy. Hey Justin, welcome. Silver blades are used in different religious rites. Okay, that's a good point. Not just for werewolves and vampires anymore. But unfortunately, we don't have anything silver. No Castlevania, sorry. Yeah, I didn't mean to insult anyone's religion. I just didn't know any better. Most of the time when people ask for stuff like that, it's not religion. It's usually some sort of fantasy
Well,
thing.
don't defend you. You don't have to defend yourself, man. You don't have the right to not be offended. Not
No,
one of your
I don't.
rights.
I don't want to offend anybody's religion.
I do.
I know you do. I mean, that's like your reason of being, raison d'être. Yes, we do ship to Texas. Anywhere in the United States is doable. Hey, it's Steve in the house. This one is another. So these are all kind of these new. Holy crap! New tsuba.
These are freaking. These things are amazing.
We need like a whole rack just for these because they're all different.
This Tsuba is awesome. Oh my god, it's the death turtle.
Death turtle. But this one is like a 3-colored death turtle. So same thing. That same blade, super wide, monster wide turtle. Item number for that sword, we do not. We will have these listed fairly soon. Do they have Yamato? Tommy T, we just showed a Yamato. We just showed the Yamato Odachi that we just got back
Got
in.
another one in.
I shouldn't say we got it back in stock. We've had it for a while. This is the grilled snake, but this one is silvered as opposed to the other one we had, which was browned. So holy crap, man!
Snake surprise.
You don't even realize how big this sword is because everything about it is big. But can you grab just a regular sword just to compare? And we have some people coming in, so. How are you guys doing? You want to go give them the rundown? The safety rundown? You can just see the difference in size of that sword. This is freaking enormous. Absolutely enormous. So, very interested in the first one. Will Decans send us a message, rva.katana@gmail.com. I do believe they will be $1,000 for these because they're big clay-tempered swords. Yep. Yeah, that Tsuba is absolutely huge. Lunar erection? Oh no, lunar laceration. Sorry, Mr. Nobody. I like lunar erection too.
How'd you get an erection out of a laceration?
Because my eyes are sucked. That's what it is.
Right for free help.
These huge katana, we call them monster wides. There's no real official term for them. I mean, you could call them dai katana with modern day stuff. Check out this one. This is sort of an older
Yeah,
school
old
Tsuba.
katana is not a term used to describe these in Japan, but it's just something people say here, which is
Yeah. Historically, you would not have a dai katana or an okatana. Historically. You will have what's called a daito, a large sword, but that could refer to either a tachi or a katana.
that says
Huge swords. These are, so classically they would not be considered dai katana. So. Manji tsuba, yes. That sounds, every time I say manji, I feel kind of inappropriate. Mongol. Here's another square tsuba, so I think this is another snake grill, but just, yep, this is snake grill, but this is the brown snake grill as opposed to the silvered snake grill. So check that out. This one's all blacked out. So this is similar to the Viper, the hidden Viper that we had. But this one, same thing. It's T10 clay tempered.
the death adder
These ones are gonna sell.
of death.
The adder of death. The fat adder. PHAT, the fat adder. No, this is not a Japanese-made sword. A Japanese-made katana is going to start around 1,500 here if it's not certified. At least $2,000 some dollars if it is certified for a katana. Something this length, like an actual sword, is going to cost a lot more. About to order. Awesome. Thank you. Oh, here's another. This is the Big Buddha. Big Buddha! We'll call this one Daibutsu. Big Buddha. I don't know. That's actually not inappropriate. Because if you, it sounds like Big Bertha almost.
There is no imagery of a fat Buddha. Most Americans that say that fat dude's Buddha has it wrong. It's Hote.
But the concept of Big Buddha, you know, like the ones inside Nara, the Daibutsu, the Big Buddha.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Yeah. What type of sword is the Virgil Yamato in Devil May Cry? Usually it's an Odachi. I know some are real and can cut, but what price range were those? These are all excellent cutters, Mitchell.
All cut.
Go look up Brandon Burkett. We sold him one of these a long time ago. Not a long time ago, but like earlier this year. And he cut with these. He did Yaito with them. But these are all cutting swords. And these are all going to be about $1,000. I just need to double check things and get the pictures.
Hell of a hefty blade.
Yeah, these are all huge, big buff blades. This is not like the kind of things for swift, noble balance, like a nimble sword. These are just like, if you get in my way, I'm going to cut you down type of swords. Holy crap, that's huge. So yeah, we start at $80, Mitchell, and go way into the thousands. But basically, for a good cutting sword, we start about $225 for the Vortex for beginners. Really, if it's your first cutting sword, don't invest a lot of money in it, because the thing about steel, no matter what you think it's going to happen, you do risk chipping, bending, breaking. And so if you get like a spring steel sword, which is like $225 to start with, number one, it's going to be very hard to break. And number two, if you do break it, you won't feel like shit. I mean, crap. Just want to cut water bottles. Well, these are all totally fine. This sword is overkill for water bottles. Yeah. Yes, we do have wooden swords. Hello, VA Gun Guy and Roanoke. Welcome. Come visit us sometimes. Plastic swords. We do have plastic swords or polymer swords.
So welcome, take a look. So we got
We do have straight katana.
How much was she on?
Say what?
How much was she on?
The Yamato is $450. So someone was asking about the Yamato. Here's one of the Yamato Odachi, which we just recovered. Yeah, we do have polymer bokken. I want to cut on stream. You recommend what steel? SIF 217, if you are new to cutting, get a Vortex of 9260 spring steel if you're new. What's app do the kanji on Ryan's t-shirt mean? Let's see. Tenshinryu. Tenshinryu is a type of swordsmanship in Japan. I got a 500-year-old katana that MT brought back from Japan that he bought at an auction. Well, congratulations. That's awesome. 500-year-old. So here's the thing. 500-year-old katana are not rare. There are about 1 million made between 1400 and 1600. I'm sorry, there are 1 million still in existence from 1400 to 1500. Old shorts. Do you mean that we wear? Can you show the moon sword Tsuba again? It wasn't clear on YouTube. Yeah, I'll show that. This is my first time seeing this Tsuba. I think it's really cool. So it's like basically a constellation. It's moons, it's craters. So yeah, I don't know, we're gonna name this Eclipse or Moon Goddess. We'll say. What do you guys think? Maybe we'll do a poll. Moon Goddess or some sort of eclipse. Oh yeah, no, heck yeah, Mitchell. Even though they're not rare, they're definitely cool. I mean, how often do you get to say, hey, here's a 500-year-old sword? Well, about 1 million times. So anything else you guys want to see? We got lots of swords here. We can show you other stuff that we have. We have about 650 different types of swords. These are the ones that we just unboxed. These are all big, huge swords. How much is on average? Ben, we start at $80 and go way into the thousands. Stellar Blade, I like that too, but it's not really a star, James Wilding. I liked it at first. Are Amazon katana worth it at all? It really depends on where and what. Can you answer that phone? Yeah. Let's see. Decline and decline.
Oh, I heard they're going to combine Francis and Dumfries in the
Oh, Unukubi Zukuri. We do we have any Unukubi Zukuri left? I can't think if we have any Unukubi left. Maybe, do we still have, this one's actually sold, by the way. We need to put a sold on it. Brant Jelkin is swapping this out for the giant crane. We do have 1,000 Demon Dagger. A couple $100 here. We usually recommend these for beginners. These, not so much for like intermediate. The Vortex is a good beginner sword. Just go grab one. This is the Vortex. All of these on this rack are the Vortex 9260 spring steel swords. We'll get to the 1,000 Demon Dagger in a moment. Thank you, Spark Sniper. Yeah, Uchikatana, basically everyone calls an Uchikatana a katana now. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. You want to show 1,000 Demon Dagger? 1,000 Demon Dagger on the way. Someone was asking about it. Phoenix Arms Kazaritachi you posted on Facebook is nice. Great price on it. Yeah. We basically got 5 of them. We have not sold a single one, so we're going to sell 2 of them for 150 off to reduce our inventory.
That opulescence, that pearlescence.
Opulescence, pure pearlescence. He's using big words, way past my pay grade. This is the one that we have on sale for $575. It was originally $725. It's a beautiful, like seriously, not often you get to see like a clay-tempered Kogurasa sword. Kogurasa is a little bit different from the standard one. Katana means sword in Japan, even non-Japanese swords.
No.
Well, in common vernacular, yes. Sometimes you'll hear tsurugi and sometimes you'll hear katana, but if you want to be very technical, then a katana is a very specific sword.
Yeah, the kanji are different.
Jill's the proud new owner of
Oh,
the...
I just shipped hers today.
Yeah.
Jill, that sword. I got a chance to just hold it for a while. That is a beautiful sword.
having to hold
Yeah.
for this day forth.
Yeah.
How can I call you guys? John Leonidas, did you just call us? Because if you just called us, we're live streaming, and the phones we're using, we can't answer. Just wait for the live stream to end, and you can call us. Yeah. How much is that? The one we just showed is $575 right now, usually $725. So the next two that we sell are $525, and then they will go up in price after that.
Bruce Lee.
Jill is off for the weekend. Bruce Lee. This is the Bruce Lee commemorative katana. One of my favorites, actually. This one really had a lot of kaze as well. You want to speed that one? Katana with bow here better for speed cuts, yes, because they're lighter weight. Listen to the kaze on that. This one swooshes and whooshes. Are we still live on TikTok or are we frozen? Because I'm not seeing any new comments. Can someone on TikTok comment for me so I can just see if we're live or not? There we go. Thank you. Ninja Toe. Yes, we do have Ninja Toe. We have several versions of the Ninja Toe.
Safe travels back up. Yeah.
We can show move that. We can show the Ninja Toe. Ninja Toe without the E at the end. Pickles, you good? Thank you. Just I don't know. I don't even know which one is which. So there you go. This is one of the Ninja Toe. RV answers the phone. Talking from experience, you guys are awesome. We will answer the phone as long as we are not on live streaming. If we're live streaming, all our phones are taken. We will be getting more phones, by the way. My wife works for the state, and she can get a good deal on iPhones. And Scott's been getting on my case about getting iPhones instead of Android, because that's Scott being Scott. Is this Florida? I mean, is there a Florida man joke that's lined up? No, we're in Richmond, Virginia.
You don't hear little girl grabs dad's sword, carves up mall, film at 11, but if you did, it would be Florida.
Indeed.
Little girl stands on alligator, reaches dad's sword, walks to mall, carves up mall, carves up food court, film at 11.
This is your prompt for an AI story novel. It's happening.
AI's already putting it together.
Yeah, exactly. Scott can give butter knife kaze. Yes, he can. Scott creates kaze in many ways.
I have a personal kaze.
He has a personal kaze, which he left for me the other day. What is so good about Damascus? It looks cool. Back in the day,
Beautiful. Yeah.
yeah, back in the day, it was about as good as you could get back in the day. But nowadays, we have better steams. Kingston Arms Side Sword. We are sold out. We will be getting it again in the near future. In fact, it looks like Cass Iberia isn't doing any major sales. I was waiting all that time and no sales. So, yeah, we will have the side sword back pretty soon. Yes, you can order online, Ray. Visit our website, rva-katana.com. rva-katana.com. Why is that? It was a cheap sword. I'm sorry. Why is that? I missed the question, Julian. Sasuke's katana? Damascus isn't good for gun steel, though. No, I imagine it's not. I have $300 to spend today. Would like a ninja-style sword if that's the thing. Can you show? Yeah, all of these are $175. $175 for these, except for the tactical, which is... What is a tactical?
$275.
Here's a $275 one here. This one's extra cool because it has a little knife in the end. So you have a spare saya, which you can use... Not a spare saya, but you can have a saya that you can like breathe underwater with.
And the blade's black, so it doesn't reflect car lights when you're doing your nighttime stealth activities.
I feel like I'm being looked down on. Didn't you guys have a repro katana with a Kokatana? Yes, we do, Michael Snyder. Cloudhammers, the Dragonfly, the Iron Dragonfly, and the Iron Royal Warrior as well. Yeah, Sasuke's is $150. Visit our website, rva-katana.com. Oh, it's Rob in the house. Our sin for the win. Love it, gonna get it now. Yeah, that's called a tactical ninja tool.
Rob got
Tactical.
the last red Cloudhammer EI tool.
He did? Well, we're getting more of those, so that's good. So yeah, Rob got one of it. What is the Vortex steel? It's 9260. That's a really good beginner steel.
A lot of people love. A lot of people just love spring steels because there's a little more flexibility to it. If you have a bad cut, which everybody has a bad cut, you don't pay for that with the bent, broken, or chipped blade. Which it comes down to a skill issue. Your edge alignment, if it's off, you definitely run the risk of damaging the blades. With the spring steel, you can have a bad cut and not pay for that with the broken sword. So
We can ship to New York, but we don't carry Colt steel. We do not have HF Masamura. Let's see. Do you have another one of those Cloudhammer Iaito? Yes, we do. We have a whole bunch of them. And if, oh, I'm going the wrong way because I moved them and didn't remember where. Where to?
The two we have left, we have it in brown and black with black. Here's the Tsuba differences.
We don't have Kirito sword. SX105E longsword. We don't have any right now. We don't have any on the way. If a Nihonto was born in half, would a smith repurpose it from the top or the bottom half? The tip half, because the tip needs to have needs to be clay tempered, and you really can't do that. Well, I take that back. You could also do Satsuma Age.
Most of the time, they're going to see it come from the bottom.
Nihonto versus S5 test. Edward Mail. We just need a Nihonto that we're willing to break.
Yeah, it's not even close.
S5 will break or bend. You just need to work extra hard to do it.
Yeah.
I have a Odachi with relatively dark blade that gets brighter after cutting plants with it. Most bamboo. Okay. Real Japanese katana, at least true katanas, are only created by one of only 5 last sword makers.
It's not 5. There's over 100 of them.
There are
130.
170 swordsmiths licensed in Japan right now.
Yeah. I don't know where you got that, but that's incorrect.
What about 2 Kodachi? Do you have matching sets? We have S5 Kodachi or Naga Wakazashi, depending on what you want to call them, right over here. And then we have Aoshi Shimomura's Kodachi set. If you're the one who likes the ninja, we have the Aoshi Shimomura from Samurai X. The Ghost of Tsushima sword we do have. Here's another, oh, this is another little Wakazashi. How can you say it's not even close when you've never even seen them head to head? Have any of your sword makers did a real 10K folded steel? Edward Mail. I mean, it's physics, it's material science. If you look at the history of Japanese swords, they broke all the time in battle. So if you take a pre-modern technology and put it up against modern technology, then
We've come a long way since the 1300s in materials, craftsmanship, engineering, wisdom.
like I said, I'm willing to put $1,000 on a bet of that. If someone wants to bring a Nihonto by and we can test it up against we'll test it against the 9260 before we even go to S5. I mean, seriously, I would love to see it. I just don't want to waste a lot of money in breaking a sword.
There's a unit of
Can you
measurement
show the
called
reverse blade?
called a joule, J-U-L-E-S. Measures the energy rating where something will shatter. Nihonto will shatter at 6 to 8 joules. T10 tool steel will shatter at 10 to 12 joules. Cloudhammer's S5 will shatter at 186 joules. That's just raw hard math.
The 5 from original swords. What are you talking about? S does not stand for stainless.
Gokaden?
S is shock. Yeah, Gokuden means the 5 traditions. S stands for shock, not stainless. Most stainless steels, like there's some variations of stainless steel which are fairly tough, but generally speaking, the chromium that you need to make a sword stainless also makes it more brittle. So there's the reverse edge. Can you show the Hitsukiri Batosai? And then we can show the samurai, double Kodachi. Someone wanted a double Kodachi. The reverse blade, we have it for various prices. The Koji fell off. Let's see. The reverse blade, I think the cheapest one is 200, then 275, then 775. Can you reach the double Kodachi, or is that me? Scott is trying to reach the double Kodachi. And here we go. Just purchased the ninja sword you showed me. Awesome, James. We will ship that. Right now, UPS is about to arrive, so it'll have to go out on Monday. There's no way we could pack it up in time. The tactical ninja sword. Do we have more up there? Let's see. I don't know. Actually, need to think about that. The double Kodachi, I believe, is what, 350 or something? 375? 375 for the double Kodachi. From what you call it. Also depends on the era of Nihonto. Okoto, your country's sword import law. What? Oh, sorry. Yeah. There are different eras of swords. Basically, let's see. Either way, Nihonto have a balance and geometry that modern swords could never match. I think you need to handle more swords, my friend.
Yeah.
I think you need to handle more swords. Yeah. Moritaka Spring Sky a few days ago from us. Awesome, John.
That is an awesome sword.
Yeah, we love that sword. Umbrella sword. Can you show the umbrella sword? Frankie, we're located in Richmond, Virginia. Happy birthday, Lenny. And you're talking to someone like, I love Nihonto. I absolutely love them, but I also recognize that, once again, you're dealing with a 1,300-year-old technology. And then in terms of the geometry and the balance, that's something that you could do with, I mean, that's not determined by age. That's something someone could copy, replicate an antique sword easily.
Sounds like you don't comprehend, though, that Japan has the worst raw materials of any culture on the planet. The absolute worst. China, Asia, other parts of Asia, Europe, Africa, the Americas, far superior iron ore. It's a testament to the Smiths they will create such amazing swords with such crummy raw materials, but that temper line is an aesthetic, baby. That's the only way they can make the hard edge without the whole thing snapping.
Lone Lee, Cloudhammer, just send us a message and we can get that for you. We're the only ones who do Cloudhammers here, but it's not as easy as you think just to change things out like that. Let's see. Hey, Ray Gimo in the house.
What up, Ray? What do you say?
He says hello.
How you doing today?
Can we see the Dragon Spring Premier Katana? I think I know which one that is. Ninja Toe. We just showed a Ninja Toe, but we will show it again. Chinese Dao we do have. What makes the most unbreakable katana? It's the metallurgy and the heat treatment of the steel.
I'll come down to the heat treatment. What do you want to say?
Edward Mail, you don't have to time him out. You don't have to, or Kratos, you don't have to time Edward Mail out. I mean, he's entitled to his opinion.
Yeah, if he's not being a jerk, we can.
He's not being a jerk.
We can agree to disagree without
Yeah, totally.
denigrating each other.
Exactly. We're all good. I mean, he can say I don't know of Nihonto at all, and I can just laugh. But anyway, any new Tanto? Yeah, Julian. Since the last time you were here, we have a lot of really cool Tanto. Polish sabers. We do now have Polish sabers from Sordier. Savior. Here is one of the really cool Tanto that we have. Look at the Horimono in this. Website Usagiya, where they have a smith who likes to produce more traditional blade shapes. I think his name is Kokaji. Usagiya is actually those are the Sumiko and whatever the sisters in Japan, and so they do have a Kokaji they use. We do have Kenshin sword. We do Sakabato. We do have. I'm grateful that Japan had such crap metal. It forced them to make incredible designs and as testament to humanity. Yes, definitely the
We
case.
totally agree, right? It's amazing they would create such amazing weapons with such crummy raw materials. That they're geniuses for sure.
Let me know if you can make a Ken Tanto. We are actually going to be making some. Has any ever sword been put on an unbreakable sword? There's no such thing. Yes, the Kashima sisters. That's right. I was thinking about getting a partial meteorite Tamahagane sword, but then Cloudhammer can do it for like $7,000 less. So, let's see. Thoughts on True Katana? My first Japanese sword ever was from True Katana. It absolutely sucked. You want to show the Polish saber?
Oh yeah.
What do you want to cut, Bad Axe? Because I will say we tried to cut used Japanese tatami mats with the Polish saber. It was not easy, but then again, we're not really. Well, I guess Mark used it.
And Mark's got the forearms.
Mark's got the forearms. Do you have Michonne sword? We do, Wolf Bear.
That's a really nice thumb protector there.
Meteorite swords, you're going to be starting around $2,000. The third one from the bottom where the orange ones are. The third one from the bottom. We'll go look at it. Edward Mail, if you're still on, sorry if we muted you. We're all good, man. You know, like I say, you're more than welcome to put up a Nihonto, and we are very happy to test it. We would love to see it, but I mean, seriously, logically speaking, you're talking about a very old technology versus a new technology. Yeah, so you wanted to see an orange one. I'm not sure which one is orange.
Is that third from the bottom?
Third from the bottom? That's kind of red. It might be compensating for your bad complexion.
Mine?
You're just like the moon Tsuba. Best European sword for cutting that you have in stock. Probably the long swords. Let's see. Dragon Spring Premier. Random dude, we'll go look at that. I think I know what you're talking about. Sorry, we got sidetracked there.
Yeah, see the premiere.
How many joules does it take to break an L6 blade? When it is clay tempered, you're looking at the Premier is like one of these over here. I think we only have left this one. L6 is a little bit tougher than T10 unless it's done by Howard Clark, which is heat treated to lower bainite, and that is tough AF. Light blue one second from the top. We will go.
L6 can be quite brittle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Frank, we do have the Afro Samurai sword.
But not all L6 is heat treated the same. That's why Howard Clark L6 is much sought after. But you're spending close to 10 grand. Used probably 7 to 8 grand.
Was that the one you were looking at, Julian?
This one?
Oh yeah, this one has a beautiful polish to it. Let me actually hold this up to the light, and you can see that it has this speckle and sparkle.
Go to the light, Carrie Ann.
So there it's got what's called the pear skin finish.
This house is cleansed. Let me in. I'm surprised you know your poltergeist lines. You
I
just
know.
went up a respect level.
Which katana is 8 to 10K? Usually antiques. Those are the ones that we sell. Oh, someone wanted to see a light blue one.
The weirdest one, I think it was the second one where they're in the hotel.
So light blue.
Yeah.
Which one are we talking about there? There's some light blue. A lot of light blue ones there. Sword breakers, no. Yeah, Howard Clark is still around. We do have Jon Snow's sword.
Yeah, he's still around.
Thanks.
But I don't know how much longer, but that guy.
Yeah.
Walter Sorrell's just an amazing American smiths, but yeah, they're not like production. So yeah.
Sandai Kitetsu, we do have. These are actually made in Japan swords right there. We do have several antiques.
Light blue.
Let's see. Do you have Masamune? No. Sandai Kitetsu right over here. Thank you, Jill. Hattori Hanzo is a figment of Quentin Tarantino's imagination.
Troy Hunter wasn't a swordsmith.
No, he was not. Snake Eyes we do not have
Yet.
yet.
What's the guy's still rad?
Yeah. You've been practicing katana polishing for about a year. Wow.
Wow. We need more Togishi in the U.S.
Yubashiri,
Awesome.
we do have. We'll show you Yubashiri. We have it right here. There's the Blue Exorcist green sword. Yubashiri is, yeah, that one. Here's Yubashiri right here.
Would you call a large one the Yuba Oshiri?
Boo! What is the highest price sword we have in shop? Probably one of the antiques. The cheapest one we have is $80. This is in the United States. We're in Richmond, Virginia. Most of the swords are made in Longtren, China, which is, they've been making swords in Longtren for 2,500 years old. They used to make the swords for the emperors. We also have swords made do you sell Afro Samurai Tachi on our website? Yes, we also have swords made in Thailand, some made in Japan, so several other ones. Vietnam.
It
Yep.
truly is multicultural now, which is kind of cool.
Here's the Afro Samurai with the deep curve. We have them both in T10 and in 65 MN.
That's a Soryo.
Gyokoro Nudo Masamune. Yes, we have it in Scott's pants.
I got one right here. And I
Oh.
got another one for you. It's in stereo.
Boo. Ichigo Kawasaki sword, right there. Yorichi's red blade. Yes, we do have it. There's your.
Preemptive Enma. And we put the Oden's Daisho, which is the Enma.
And Amin Habakiri.
Yeah.
So we got this as a set.
Yeah, we put a set, so you save $25 if you're going to buy both. So we just put them up on the site today. So if you want to buy both, save $25.
Phoenix Arb's Obsidian Dragon. That's one of my favorites. I think it's one of Michael Snyder's favorites because he owns a version almost like it, but a little bit different. Right
This is so
here.
cool.
Yeah. Oh, wait, is that it? No, that's not it. My bad. But
This is-
we'll
this
look at
is-
it anyway.
this
Oh, no,
is-
it is. It is.
This is that, yeah.
Yeah, this is the one with just a beautiful horimono to it. This horimono is so good that I showed it to one of my Nihonto collector friends, and he thought it was amazing. He asked if we knew who did the horimono, and I had to tell him it was a CNC water jet run by a computer. How's the quality on the Inosuke sword? It's 1045 steel, so it's like kind of bare minimum for a functional sword. Sasaki Kojiro Katana, no, but we have some big ones like Nagakiba.
Sasaki Kojiro.
What did I say? Did I say something else?
Yeah.
What did I say?
Sasaki.
Sasaki. I was thinking Sasuke. Yeah. Captain Compost?
What's that? Is it-
How to buy
sounds
your
like a
Emma.
punk band.
Go to our website, rva-katana.com.
I'd listen to Captain Compost. Let's go.
James, yes, you need to oil your ninja sword.
Yeah, it's a Jim Carrey reference.
Can you see, do we have the tactical ninja sword up there?
Up to the top right. That's where we had him. You see any?
Oh. So, let's see. James Mensch, are you okay if we send you the floor model one? We'll take off $25. I don't think there are any marks. I think you wouldn't be able to tell that it was the floor model. But I think we might not have a new one. We'll look for a new one. So just let us know. Have you read Sword of Kaigen? If so, how accurate are the descriptions of the sword? Nate, interesting that you should mention that. The author of Sword of Kaigen is a friend of mine. We had someone who asked to have one of the Mamoru sword made. I asked her for the diagram. She sent it to me. And so we're right now looking into having them made. However, it's a $6,000 under. It's going to cost us $6,000 just to do the design. So we're going to be doing a video about that pretty soon. Visit our website, rva-katana.com. We do have pink swords. I wish I was close to you guys. I have a Kawamura Saburo Minamoto Toshikata from the 1800s. Wow, awesome. I'm not as familiar with that. Are the new Taiwan's S5 good? Yes. So, you know the one that you saw, Shad Diversity hack into stone? That's the Taiwan S5. That is the Taiwan S5 that you see. So we don't even know if the actual S5, will perform any better or worse. Just because, up to now, it turns out that Cloudhammer's supplier has likely been stiffing them on that. So we've metallurgically tested the ones that we had on hand, and it looks like it's all Taiwanese S5. Those are Oni demons. I had one show up in my home, and they are not awesome. Do you suggest investing in historical katana? Not really, because the market will change here and there. One of the things that happens is a lot of the collectors are dying off. Their kids don't want the swords; they're just selling them off. Okay, James, if we can't find a brand new one, we will send you the floor model, and we will discount it $25. But we will look around, because I'm pretty sure we should have some lying around here somewhere. This room is not $5 million. It's probably closer to like 500,000. What else can we show you guys while we're here? We have like 500 people between two platforms. So, it goes from tons of questions that we can't keep up with, and now there are no questions. I love this one. Oh, I love the Saya. The Saya is just it's black and green ray skin. Katzbalger. We do have a Katzbalger. We do have historical katana in store. I wonder if Edward Mayle is still around. Leviathan. You want to show Leviathan? I love Leviathan. Leviathan's such a cool tsuba. The new one's Skashi. Same Sayas Same Sayas are always cool, yes. Jon Snow's, yes, sorry about that, We'll show you that. We'll show you Jon Snow's sword after. Here are the Moritaka 9260s right over here. Stingray, is it Stingray? What kind of ray is it? Mana ray, Stingray? Stingray, yes, so, yes. Do you have any swords with a hand card? A hand guard? Meteorite sword is kind of out of our reach. Right now, it's up there. That's Sokka's meteor sword, 30% meteorite. We have Mizu's sword, which is not, it looks like meteorite.
And we have this Awu of Death.
You know nothing, Jon Snow. The price, this one I believe is $425. Oh, Rei Gimo. These are the ones that we unboxed. These are all Cloudhammer super wide swords. Let's go run through these again. These are the swords that we unboxed today. Not the Coca-Cola, by the way. But these are all super wide blades. Absolutely amazing. We do have Sekiro's Immortal blades. Yes, felonies, you can still buy these. It's not like a gun. Most Japanese swords are wrapped in ray skin, known as Samigawa. Yes, that's the case. These are all going to be about $1,000, but we're not exactly sure. I need to go back and double check the prices. Favorite design on a tsuba? I'm a big dragon fan, generally. I like dragons and flowers. But that snake one is growing on me. The grilled snake right here. Snake on a grill. Not a snake on a plane, but a snake on a grill.
Get this snake off.
These are super wide. These are all very wide swords. Oh, let's see. I may have made someone angry. Who'd you make angry, Carl? Other exotic skins on katana. Probably Scott's dead skin is on a lot of these.
Oh my God. It's Friday. I forgot.
Yes.
Get ready.
In this case, every day is Friday.
Going back on to you there.
Favorite in stock. I have to say these new ones we got in are probably going to be my new favorites. Brandon Burkett. This is the same one that you got. We just got new ones with Cloudhammer. So Brandon, was yours, I can't remember what your hamon was. Was it a Sugaha? Because these are all Sugaha. This one is super wide. Can you go grab a regular sword?
Ever.
Sugaha is actually one of the most durable hamon. Let's back up and compare the size of these guys, and you can just see what's in Ryan's hand is a standard length sword versus the other one, which is longer and wider. Has the tariffs raised prices a little bit? Not horribly, yet. Let's go. These are 40 millimeters, Scott, 40 millimeters. And we also have one that we actually have Kratos's for $600, which is wide, but it does not have a hamon line. This one's a really pretty sword too. A lot cheaper than the other ones we just showed. So if you want this one's listed, by the way. This one's just as wide. It just does not have a clay temper line. It's a super wide sword. Sugaha is kind of uncommon for modern swords. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Frank F., we do sell Iaito. Everybody needs a wavy, spiky hamon. Yeah, I feel that way too sometimes. Let's see. The steel in the new wides is it's a SX105V with a clay temper, Ray.
Okay.
SX105V with a clay temper. They are freaking gorgeous swords. Bankai sword for somebody. Yeah, we can show you Bankai. Ichigo sword. And someone else over here on the other stream is asking for Bleach-inspired swords. Here's Ichigo's Bankai Katana. Demon Slayer swords. Yeah, we're over here. We'll show you. Beta males with swords. Oh, you hurt our feelings so bad, Joe. Nagasa on in the new ones. Brandon, they're 80 centimeters. They're the same one. It's the same kind that you got from Cloudhammer. Let's see. So yeah, there we are. Those are the Edo period. Yes, we do have several Edo period swords. They're the Demon Slayer ones. Wooden katana, those are nice for some reason. Yeah, the wooden ones are, you mean the wooden, these guys here, like wooden parts, or the ones where the blade are wood? Because we have those too. One more question. Is it made of unsharpened steel or aluminum zinc? It's made of sharp steel. Yours was 85? Brandon, I don't remember that. Okay. Okay, so Brandon got an extra long one too.
Yeah, it was pretty long.
Well, we're not talking about the Oni. It was a clay-tempered monster wide that we sent him.
The one that I sharpened.
Did you sharpen that?
Yeah, you sent it here.
Oh, okay. I don't remember.
So you had like some sort of tournament or demonstration or something. I can't remember.
We'll have to measure these and see. Maybe they do look really big, honestly. Yeah, these new ones we got look huge. And a lot of brand new tsuba, things that we have never carried before. So it's really cool to see these new tsuba as well. So a lot of these tsuba are made in Tianjin. Spain, we can ship there. Let's see. Yeah, we can doll any sword. Kratos, these are 40 millimeters wide. These are 40 millimeters wide. The Black Ninja Sword is 175, Keith Smith. We can...
33 and an
33 and an eighth. What is that in freedom? Does that have free metrics on it? Does it have a metric side? Nope. Can you do a conversion on your phone? 33 and an eighth inch to
Where's your honking thing? This has both.
Yo, Daddy, we heard you the first time.
84 on the button.
84,
Centimeter, Nagasa.
80 from the Munamachi?
Munemachi.
So these are 84. These are a little bigger, actually.
Who
So
measures not from the Munemachi?
some people do. So Brandon,
Stop it.
Brandon, was yours 85 or 84? That's right, Brandon. I remember now. You got the silk skamaki.
Yeah, you don't measure a sword length from here. You measure from this little notch called the Munemachi. Don't be measuring from here. It's from here. Don't be doing that.
Yeah, you measure the cutting edge from the Munemachi. What brand is newest in shop?
I'll measure it any way I want.
Like and subscribe in the house. Come visit us. I know you're close by, cutting mats now. These are the new swords that we just got in. They are just like absolutely enormous SX105V at 85 centimeters, clay tempered. These are the biggest clay tempered swords oh no, I take it back. The Onimaru is 85.
Is Brandon still on?
Brandon is still on.
So Brandon, if you were taking a picture, would it look like this? Look like this.
Ask him what the difference is between a hamaguriba and a shinogi. Well, hamaguriba is basically the cut. The edge is not like this; it's like that. The shinogi is actually the ridge line. So you're talking about two things that are kind of unrelated. The cheapest one that's effective, get a Vortex for $225. You want to show Vortexes? We have several models of the Vortex: blue, green, black. So these are kind of like, if you're looking to be like a practitioner grade sword that you could use day in, day out, this is the one. Yeah. So we have many of the Vortex. The store is in Richmond, Virginia. Let's see. Emma, yes, we do have Emma.
When are we getting more crafts in?
We'll probably go ahead and place an order for them. I was waiting for sales over at Cast Siberia.
So they changed the colors.
Did they?
Yeah, the fittings are now like a gunmetal gray, and they changed everything to black. So.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I did see that.
It's a new version. I haven't seen it yet.
Law Sword. I guess we got it in and then we sold it.
Yeah,
There's Law Sword right there. Website is rva-katana.com. rva-katana.com. Can you show? Yeah, Law Sword. We have his katana and we have an Odachi as well. Oh, excuse me. Woo. Are you guys still commenting on YouTube or did we freeze? Did we freeze on YouTube? Forged and Fire testing. No, but for the Forged and Fire guys, come here. We've had Dave Baker and Ben Abbott come. Law's bigger sword is over here.
We gotta get a hold of David Baker and see if we can get some of the Forged and Fire blades.
That'd be awesome.
He has a bunch of them that he made for the show.
I heard.
For sale.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay, sorry about that. Now all of the comments are coming through on what you call it, on YouTube. We just missed all of them. We do have a Katzbalger. We do have let's see. I saw it and I lost it. Kohaku. Where is the Kohaku?
Kohaku is out.
Are we out of the Kohaku? Okay, we are out of Kohaku. Can you write that down? Because I didn't realize we were out of the Kohaku. And Katzbalger, where's our cat burger?
Up top.
Cat burger right there.
I thought you said cat burglar.
Cat burglar. I know. Was it? No Tai Chi swords. This weather has been offensive. Ghost of Tsushima, yes. I have a bleach sword 93 centimeters long, 30 millimeters wide. Yeah, nice. Jin Sakai right over... Where is Jin Sakai?
Right.
Everything got moved around.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Mark. Basket hilted swords, we do. Here's Jin Sakai sword. We have 3 versions of this. Basket hilted swords right there. Jin Sakai, one for 175, another for 275, and another for 150. Just depends on the fittings and the steel of the blade. This is the basket hilted broadsword, aka a claymore. Mark will be pedantic about this and say this is a claymore, versus that one right there is a Scottish two-hander and not really a claymore. But that's Mark being pedantic. His usual state of being.
Who's more pedantic here?
Michonne's Walking Dead.
That's a hard question.
Right there.
It is, isn't it?
Walking Dead right there. Rapiers, we are out of stock. We usually carry them. Auspicious Lion. And why is it so cheap? Does it not sell well? Phoenix Arms Auspicious Lion. That's a shishi, I believe. I can't think of what that is, actually. Can you look up the Auspicious Lion? Can you show the samurai, or blue-eyed samurai? Blue-eyed samurai right here. Most expensive sword and shop exercise. We do have Ring Sword from the Blue Exorcist. Shipped to the UK, there's always a risk of seizure in customs. Here's Ring Sword. Can you look up the Auspicious Lion and see what it is? I don't know what it is. There's Ring Sword. Very detailed Jin, I think. Auspicious Lion? Great swords. We are out of, well, we have this one up there.
We don't have any auspicious lion.
Yeah, I don't see any, we don't have an Auspicious Lion one as far as we see. We don't have the Highlander.
Oh, yeah, there it is. We got it.
Okay, we do have it. Master Sword over here. Which one is it?
It's the red Dao with the lion face guard.
The red Dao with the lion-faced guard. Oh, I know which one that is, actually. The Rebellion is right there. Here is the Master
I
Sword.
think we're sold out. We're sold out of it.
Witcher's Geralt swords. We are getting one of them in from Swordier in the near future.
Yeah, we're sold out of that one, John.
Okay, we're sold out of the Auspicious Lion. There is the Rebellion right there. Lich King sword, like you mean from Lord of the Rings?
World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft, okay. Do they seize in customs often? It's very arbitrary. Do you have a good idea for a beginner Chinese sword? No, not really. I wish I could tell you something about that, Carl Powers. Maybe the Ming sword from Hanwei, if they still have it. This doesn't seem very professional. Aw, you make us feel so bad. Master sword is super clean. Yes.
What doesn't seem professional?
I don't know. Some guys comment. Whatever. How heavy is Dante's sword? It's freaking huge, is what it is.
6.5 pounds.
6.5 pounds. We don't have Frostmourne.
Can you be more professional with the way you put that back?
Cloudhammer Divine Messenger Katana.
What the frick you
Divine
talk about not professional?
Messenger.
My God,
I'm on your
you
side
people
about to
come
buy.
and say that shit.
Awesome. Divine Messenger, I believe, is one of the dragon with. I believe it's this one. I could be wrong about it. Oh wow, we're almost out of these. Is it this? Is this the one? Divine Messenger with the Toji Hamon? Go ahead and draw that baby. It's either this one, I think, or the other one. Do you sell? Yes. Visit our website, rva-katana.com. This is a shop, so we definitely sell. And then this one. I can't get it out. I'll let you get it out. So this is another. I don't remember which one is which, but one of these is Divine Messenger. Boa Katana, never heard of it. Purple Blade. We have the Purple Rain right over here. REIGN. Yeah, we do have Demon Slayer. Purple Rain. DMT. What does DMT stand for? Yeah, if you're ordering outside of the U.S., check your import laws. We don't want you to lose your sword in customs. We will not refund you unless we get it back. DMT Mio 5. I honestly have Devil.
Is that from the video game Neo?
Maybe. UK, there's always a risk of seizure in customs. Psychedelic, totally. All right, it is 4:30. And so if there are no other questions, we'll take a few more questions before we shut this baby down. Shipping to Canada? Yes. Will you refund them? Not if they're seized in customs. If we don't get the sword back, we're not going to refund you. So you have to know your own laws. Wakizashi, Swiss saber. Yeah, you want to show the Swiss saber? We Sword Art Online. We have Yuki's Obsidian Slasher. What did I just say?
Swiss saber.
Swiss saber is the Cloudhammer falchion, right? Yes, that's it. Swiss saber right here. Yes, we can ship to South Africa. We have. Yes, Canada. We ship to Canada like at least 2 or 3 times a week. All right, James Beck. We'll send the sword to you on Monday. So that might be, by the way, that Tactical Ninja might be sold. So we need to. We're gonna look around. I think we might actually have one in there, maybe.
Yeah, I'll look inside.
Oklahoma, yes, we can show you any. We can ship anywhere in the United States. The strongest is S5 shock steel. We have several in S5 shock steel. Andrew Moore, we started $80 and go way into the thousands. Cool tension U shirt, says Brandon Burkett. Marissa, I streamed very briefly last night. Store is located in Richmond, Virginia. That's why RVA stands for Richmond, Virginia, RVA Katana. We do not have Elucidator. Elucidator. I'm moving to Vermont. Okay. S5 shock steel. Like all of these are S5 shock steel. So check out Shad Diversity. Look up Shad Diversity Unbreakable. And you'll see him trying to break one of our swords and he couldn't. Copper Damascus? No. 1,000 Demon Dagger we do have. Zatoichi has satisfied Canadian customers. You got the Blue Surge. Sword Art Online, all we have is Yuki's Obsidian Slasher down here. Tactical Ninja is beautiful. Thank you. You're right by your, yes, we're right across from Shindigs. We were here before Fancy Biscuit. Are the Cloudhammer Katana full tang? Yes. I bought Divine Messenger. Awesome. But yes, they are. I mean, full tang is technically a European term, but they are close to, I mean, they go almost all the way through. Yorichi Demon Slayer right there, right in front of us. Kuai, we do not have. Bleach, we do have. Visit our website, rva-katana.com. Yes, we do ship to Germany. We ship to Germany probably like maybe 3 or 4 times a month. Black Clover Yami. We do have Black Clover Yami. Where is it? Looking. It has a very obvious Sageo being a gold Sageo, but I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is at the very bottom. Here's Yami's Black Clover right here. Yuki's Demon Slasher? I'm not sure. Or Obsidian Slasher? What does the price say on the Obsidian Slasher?
$275.
$275 for the Yuki's Obsidian Slasher. Can we order the Kakusaka? I've never heard of that, T-Mac, but visit our website, rva-katana.com, and look for it. We have plenty with red blades. Is Sasuke's sword real? Yes, we have cut with Sasuke's sword before. It's not a great cutter, but it'll cut. Yes, that is Emma over there. We have cut with Emma as well. Visit our website, rva-katana.com, and do searches there, and you can see if we've cut with certain swords. We try to like post the links to each sword we've cut with on their product pages. How much on curved katana? Like how curved are we talking about? We do have a few 3 sword sets, just not a whole lot. That's not actually common. You don't see that very often. Historically, I should say. All right, we are going to shut down. It is 4:30, so we will see you guys next time. Catch you guys later. All right, let's see. 2Bs. We actually have 2B sword. We might as well show that before we go. We cut with this. We actually have video of us cutting with it. We were blown away by how sharp this was and how well it cut. We didn't think it was going to cut well, but it cut amazingly. We were blown away by 2B sword. And you can look at our website, search on our YouTube. Just do a search, RVA 2B, or not to be. All right, see you guys later.